everyone, welcome back to my channel. I truly appreciate you joining me. I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I have a collective haul, at least that's what I'm gonna call it. Jack and I went to an estate sale last weekend and I found a lot of crafty items. And then we went to Savers, which is our favorite thrift store, and I purchased three different Stampin' Up! Stamp sets. So I'm going to start off with what I picked up at Savers. Now, what I've noticed at Savers recently is their prices are going up on everything, but I've noticed it on stamp sets. I used to get stamp sets anywhere from $2.99, $3.99, $4.99, sometimes the $5 range. Now, it's anywhere from $5.99 into the $7 range and even higher. So when we went to Savers last weekend, and I picked up these three stamp sets, they had a lot of Stampin' Up! Stamp sets. And so I was a bit choosy because of the price, but also most of the stamp sets that they had were more whimsical. And I like whimsical here and there, but you know, not too much. So anyway, let me show you the stamp sets I did purchase. This first one, again, they're Stampin' Up! Stamp sets. This one was $5.99. Now, we didn't go on Tuesday, which is senior day, and you get 30% off your purchase. We went on Saturday, but we had a coupon, and we had a coupon for 20% off. So it was $5.99 minus 20% off. So here's the first set I picked up, and I got this because it's a Father's Day set. So I really like that. I don't have too many stamps that are Father's Day related. And then this is the sentiment that goes along with it. So I got that. That was one. The other stamp set I got was, let's see, $7.99 minus 20% off. And I liked this one because it was Christmas. I'm a sucker for Christmas stamps. I like this because of the Santas. So here's one. And then here's another image of Santa. And then this branch. This sentiment. And then this big, big Christmas tree. So I picked that one up. And then the last set I picked up, I really liked this one. This one was, let me see if I can read the price. I have it upside down. This one was $6.99. Okay, so I got one for $5.99, $6.99, $7.99, of course minus 20% off. This one, I really liked this particular stamp set. It kind of gives, or it's like a distressed look kind of stamp set. So let me show you. Let me flip these around. See if I can take them out. So here's the butterfly, and it says something all around the edge. So there's the butterfly. Here is, I believe, the dragonfly. And then here is a couple of other stamps that went with it. And then this one here. And then the last one that was in this set was this one here. So, so those are the three I picked up at Savers. Again, they had a lot. They had this huge crate filled with Stampin' Up! Sets. But again, most of them were whimsical, so I passed on those. All right, Jack and I love to go garage selling, yard selling, estate selling on the weekend. And so we go early in the morning because it's hot once it reaches like 10 o'clock here in Albuquerque. I mean, and it's been really hot. I'm sure a lot of you are experiencing that. So we go super early, like we're out garage selling at 8 o'clock in the morning. And so we stopped at this one place and it said estate sale, moving sale. So we went in And each of the rooms, you go throughout the house, and each of the rooms had, you know, like the kitchen had all the kitchen items and so forth. Well, this one room had nothing but craft items. So I started looking through them, and I'm like, this person was a paper crafter, and she did sew too, because there was some sewing items. And so the lady that was putting on the estate sale, one of them came in the room. She goes, "Would you like a box?" And I'm like, hmm. She goes, "Whatever you want to put in the box, I'll give you a great deal." And I'm like, okay, not sure what that means exactly. So I started looking through it, and I'm like, wow, either she was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, or she just loved Stampin' Up! Stuff, because there was a lot of Stampin' Up! Items. So I started filling up this box, and I mentioned this in the video that you're going to be seeing right now. Uh, that huge box, that huge, I mean, it was huge, was $6. So, and then I was looking through some other things that was as I was on my way out, and she goes, "Oh, you can just take it; it's free." So, I think I did really well with that. Now, everything that I'm going to be showing you now was $9, because the big old box, most of the stuff was $6. But there was one other yard sale we went to, and I found that box of greeting cards, and it was it's an organizer to keep all your greeting cards organized, and all the cards were in it, and they were asking $3 for that. And I'm like, wow, not only the organizer, the box itself, and then all the greeting cards, I thought that was a great deal too. So so that's what we picked up, or that's what I picked up last weekend at yard sales. So check this out. Jack and I went garage selling last weekend, and we stopped by a place that was having an estate sale. And in one of the rooms, they had a bunch of crafty things. So I started looking through it and sifting through things. And the lady came in and said, "Whatever you can fit in this big, big box, I'll make you a deal." So I started going through it, and she gave me a great deal. I got everything for $6. I've come home and sorted it into these two bins like that. And to show you everything, I just laid out a few things on my island, so I'll do it that way. So I got these two pieces of foam, large pieces here. Here is some Stampin' Up! 12 by 12. There's these two pieces that I found, and they're double-sided. And then this here is never been opened. This one here. This one's never been opened. And they're 12 by 12 pattern paper. And then this, I think only one has been taken out, but it's their glitter cardstock. And I think you can see, let's see if I can show you without taking too much time, that it is a Stampin' Up! Product. And then just sticking with the paper, there's this metallic. There's a couple of pieces there. Here's some 6x6 pattern paper, just a few of those. This has never been opened. Some pearlized white cardstock. That's never been opened. And then here is a stack of really good cardstock. There's a few pieces, I think, probably been cut down from all of this. Really nice there. And then here's some pattern paper. This is really cute. There's two of each. There's two here, two there. This is really cute. I can cut this down for Christmas cards. Really cute. Again, there's two each, and they're double-sided, so really cute. So, okay, on to more. Here's the next bunch of items. These are mainly card bases and envelopes and just blank cards. These are all like prayer cards with beautiful scenery on the front, blank inside, and they're all in there with the envelopes. These are so cute. This
bunch here. There were 2 boxes of these, and I just combined them. So they have basically this type of image and blank inside. These are, if you are making invitations, they're blank. You can do anything with these, and they come with the envelopes. These are cards with beautiful scenes, and there's all different scenes with envelopes never been opened. I thought this was kind of perfect. Really pretty with the envelopes. That had never been opened. And then I got 2 of these. These are cards and card bases, and you can certainly embellish those. Never been opened. Got 2 of those. Here are these. So obviously those have never been opened. And then these are all in their packages as well. I got 2 of each, and I thought, well, I can share in friend mail. Got 2 of those. 2 of these. And again, they do have a sentiment inside, but again, you can just embellish them too. Got 2 of those. Here is some cute little cards with a little cutout in the front of a heart with the envelopes. All right, here's some card bases with envelopes. Those, and that's a really nice cardstock. Here are cards. They're blank inside, but I wanted to show you the fronts of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can definitely embellish these. Here are some long, like slimline cards with the envelopes. Look how cool those are. Those are fun for journaling. Oh, here's another one of those type. Here are just some envelopes. Here is these card bases and envelopes. Never been opened. Here's some envelopes, and they're not an A2 size card. They're smaller than that, but I can use them. And then here's some more envelopes in the package. This next grouping are card kits. Now, these are Stampin' Up! Card kits. They've never been opened before. I'm the one that opened and looked through them. So there's one. Here's another. I don't know if this is from Stampin' Up!, but it's another card kit. Another card kit. You can see that there. This is a kit to create a journal. It has your covers, but they're blank, and all the pockets inside and pages, and they're blank. All right. Here is, I believe, another kind of card kit. This one, I'm not sure if it's all there, but there's another card kit. And then here's some pieces to a card kit. And also some cutouts there, some cardstock that's cut down to size, which I think is part of a card kit. Some little note cards. These are envelopes, a stack of flat stickers, and there is just a ton of them. In fact, this one here is still in the package, and they're all Christmas. Some little seals. This is just a stack of, like, paper. I like to stamp things to test it out, so that's what I'll use that for. Here's a little pad of paper. Now, I didn't get this at that estate sale. I got this at a garage sale for $3. I've seen this at Sam's Club, and I always thought, oh, that's kind of cool, but I wasn't going to pay the Sam's Club price. And it comes with your dividers and all your greeting cards. And what I'll do is I'll add more greeting cards of mine, not the ones I make, but the ones that I may purchase from Dollar Tree or something, and they're all sorted. I really like this. So that was $3 from a different garage sale. Here is the last of the items I got at the estate sale for $6. So this box here, where you see all the ribbon, not this here, But this box here, I was looking through the ribbon and she goes, just take that box. You can have it for free. And I'm like, wow, because some of this ribbon comes from Costco. That one and this one here. So, yeah. And then there was this magnet that was in there. And then these two bottles. That one there. And this one. Now this was part of all of that stuff. Not sure what this is used for. It has a light bulb. It still works. But I am not sure what it's used for. So if anybody knows what this is, just write it in the description box below. I would appreciate it. Bits of pieces of ribbon and twine in that one. All right, this container has some wood mount stamps, alphabet wood mount stamps and numbers. Got those. A few wood mount stamps here. Let's see if you can see this one. Yep, to and from. And then I think that was another, not sure how that goes. Anyway, I found a die in all of that. Another stamp. Here's another little set of stamps. I thought these were really cute. Let's see. Some glue. Don't know if it's good, but there's 2 bottles of this. I don't know if there's anything in that one, but this one feels full. I'll just have to see if it's good. I'm not sure what this was. Oh, this was a dropper with a little bottle of peppermint, like the essential oils. That was in that stuff. Some more of these pens, they're like watercolor pens, and they are from Stampin' Up. Let's see if we can see what it is there. Yeah. So you can add water to those water brushes. So got that. Well, that's what was all in this stuff. Black gel pen, a glitter pen, some white pens here. Let's see. That was just like an instruction book that was in a whole bunch of stuff here. Brand new embossing folder. Got that. All right, and then some little gems. Those little teeny weeny little gems. All right, and then here are all of these. Let's see, do I have this? I have it upside down. Let's see, I don't know what they are. They're not even open yet. Maybe I had it upside down. Let me see. I can't tell. Maybe this is the way it went. Trying to see. So, got those. Those haven't been opened. Neither have these. Or these. These look like there's some of those. And then some more of these. And then all of these little containers, I think they're like micro beads. And I believe they're all from Stampin' Up, I think. I thought there was another, yeah. Oh, these are for, I think those are little micro beads too. Okay. Here is for, I think for shaker cards. They look like that's what they were for. Here's some maybe little shaker bits. And then more either confetti or little beads or shaker bits. Not sure what they are, but they've never been opened. Okay. A punch board. So that's great. I already have one, but I dropped mine and it broke. So I'm glad I have another one. This one is for making pendants. And there's all sorts of stuff, including the instructions in here. Just everything to, I guess, make pendants. The cording, paint, whatever. I don't know what that's about, but it was all in this stuff. Here's a pen kind of organizer, marker organizer, a little container there. This is a couple of tools for your Stampin' Up! Machine, I guess. Maybe Cricut, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that a little closer. Roll of tape, double-sided tape. Right here is some just, I'm not sure what to call this, like textured paper, really textured. So there's a bunch of that, a bunch of textured paper, stuff like that there. Having to find these measuring cups, I really like them because the letter or the markings are big. So those I think I found at a different yard sale for $1. So that's not part of all this. Then I got this container and she gave me this one for free at this estate sale. I was looking at it and what it is, they're stacked. So here is, let's see if I can unstack it with one hand. So see, they stack. And I thought, oh, they look like some of my containers that I have in my craft room, except they don't have, these are for like deviled eggs. I'm not going to use it for that. I'm going to take these out and just use the containers because they are stackable. And then it has this lid so you can bring all of this stuff over to your craft table. So she gave me that for free. I thought was nice. Music paper. Found a music paper or music book. And then this is just stationery. Let's see if I can move that over there. Here's some stationery. Thought was really cute. I can use that. And that's a whole pack. It's never been opened. Here's another pack of stationery. That's never been opened either. Actually, this comes with the envelopes too. And I believe there's cards in here. So cards, stationery, and envelopes. And a Winnie the Pooh folder. Let's see if I can, oh, keep doing it upside down. Winnie the Pooh folder. I thought, oh, that'll be cute. You can use that in a journal. And this was, it feels like fabric. But what I'm going to use it for is binding my journals. Like the inner binding for my journals. So it feels like fabric. I'm not quite sure exactly what it's called. And then just some random paper there. This is chipboard. And they are like tags and stuff like that. You just punch those out. And these tags here, or punch outs here. I think they're tags because there's the twine that goes with it. So that is everything I got at that estate sale. Again, for $6. And then the other box of cards were $3. So I think I did pretty good last weekend. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for hanging out with me for just a bit. I truly appreciate it. Till next time, be safe, be happy, be positive, and you guys rock.